This is about the 8th time I've tried to script a Patreon video. Every time I do one, I look back over the script and I ask myself, do I really have the right to ask my audience to support me in this way? And do I really need to? And I eventually decide that I'm still figuring out what I'm doing on YouTube, and that I really shouldn't be asking for people to invest in me while I'm going through that process. And while I do that, I was always really hopeful that YouTube would sort out their mess when it comes to monetization, and that I'd be able to build some sort of financial future for myself on this platform. For those of you that don't know, due to some changes to YouTube's monetization policies, it's now a lot harder to reliably make money on YouTube. The biggest issue is that guidelines around what sort of videos can and cannot have ads in front of them have become a lot more strict. I had a chat with my YouTube partner manager actually, who informed me that even using certain words like kill streak, for example, at the front of a shooting video like a Call of Duty video or whatever, can now demonetize your video entirely. And obviously, depictions of war and violence will often see your video flagged and demonetized, even if that video is about games like The Division or Warframe or Destiny or anything where you're shooting a weapon or using some sort of weapon against any type of enemy, be they human, alien or otherwise. Worst of all, one video could be totally fine and the next one unexpectedly flagged for demonetization because the filter tool might have happened to have caught one specific frame of action that it deemed to be gratuitous violence. And after that, your video really isn't going to be making any money at all. I think the real moment of awakening for me was last night when I uploaded a video about Warframe. It was a highly scripted, highly edited 10-minute thought piece on questing in video games, and it took me about 10 hours of work to put together in total, between the scripting and the editing and the recording and the this and the that and whatever, probably about 10 hours all in. And then when I uploaded it, it was immediately demonetized for reasons that I'll never fully know. But I guess it's because it contains violent scenes from The Last of Us and Warframe, two really amazing games that I want to talk about, but I'm not really allowed to do that on YouTube and make money at the same time. Clearly, being reliant on a system as silly as this is not a way to build a financial future. At the same time, I think I've really become a lot more aware of myself as a content creator on YouTube and more committed to the core of what I'm doing. I really want Skill Up to be a channel that focuses on a number of core games like Destiny 2 and The Division and Warframe and in the future Anthem. And woven through that focus, I want to do the sort of thought pieces and reviews that I've sort of become known for, since I play a huge amount of stuff, and I think making videos on a wider variety of content is not only good for me, but good for my audience as well. I've been on YouTube for 18 months now, and every day of that time I've worked a full-time job. YouTube is something I do in my spare time, and I can't commit to YouTube as a career unless I can be sure that it will provide a sustainable income for my family and I. So this Patreon is a step toward that goal. The goal of being able to produce better content more often. If you like what I do and you want to support me doing more of it, then a donation to my Patreon can really help make that happen. I'm not doing any rewards tiers that provide more access to me or whatever, since I'm already pretty accessible on Twitter and the community Discord that I've set up, and I play pretty regularly with people when I stream. I've set up some basic donation tiers, but donating more doesn't get you extra stuff. It's just a chance to provide either a little bit of support or a lot of support. It's entirely up to you. Any donation you choose to make is of course appreciated, but regardless of how the Patreon goes, I'll still be doing what I'm doing right now. The truth is, I'd still keep doing YouTube if it didn't pay me a dime, because I love video games and I love sharing my passion for video games with other people. The point of the Patreon is just to get me to the point where I can do more of this more often. I'll make the point as well that I stream regularly over on Twitch, and if Patreon isn't your thing, a sub to my Twitch channel is a really great way to support me, and you get a whole bunch of benefits for doing that both within my channel and across Twitch more broadly if you have an Amazon Prime subscription. Anyway, that's me. I'm about to hit 200,000 subscribers, and it's been an incredible journey over this last 18 months. So thank you everyone for your support. Whether you donate to the Patreon, or sub on Twitch, or sub to my YouTube channel, or just casually watch my videos from time to time, I want to say thank you for helping me do what I do. It really does mean the world to me.